So now, next in our agenda, we have the official address by Her Excellency Anne Höglund, Acting Ambassador at the Embassy of Greece. So please, the floor is yours. Thank you.
Dear Minister, dear President, ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for the Embassy of Sweden to be co-hosting the annual business forum with the Hellenic Swedish Chamber of Commerce. And I want to thank the President, Rania Patsiopoulou, the Business Coordinator, Vanna Veriopoulou, and the Board of the Chamber for a very good cooperation in organizing this. I think it's very much thanks to the excellent network of the Chamber that we have been able to attract so many distinguished speakers and participants at this event. I also want to thank our sponsors for making this possible. Thank you all for joining us here today. I think the theme of this year's forum, Key Transitions in Business, couldn't be more timely. Several very knowledgeable speakers will discuss the challenges and opportunities with the new geopolitical, economical, and technological developments this afternoon. So I will just make a few points from the Swedish government's perspective. The Swedish government shares the analysis made by Mario Draghi and his team in the recent report on the future of European competitiveness. The issues raised in the report have been the focus for Swedish governments for some time, and they have also been reflected in our own policies and strategies. In the last few years, we have seen dramatic changes with geopolitical tensions and increased protectionism, which pose a lot of challenges. And despite the investments that Sweden has made, we are losing competitiveness, as does the European Union. And this is an existential issue for us. Even if we are expanding to new markets, 75% of our trade is actually within the European Union. As you may know, Sweden's welfare is to a large extent based on our export. It consists of 50% of our GDP, and also the strong international position of our companies. We are very dependent on what is happening around us, and we always have to be on our toes to stay relevant. And it's our capacity to innovate, to be creative, and constantly adapt to new circumstances that has been key to our competitiveness, not protecting what has become obsolete. We have instead over the years closed down old industries and invested in education and training of new skills for our workforce, and we have invested hugely in research and innovation. And Sweden is ranked as one of the most innovative countries in the world. We have 60,000 tech companies, which represent as much as 11% of Swedish exports. And nowadays, around 30% of all our exports are actually in services. For Swedish economy, the access to open and rules-based global markets has been crucial. And as I said, many of our companies have expanded to new markets, not least in Asia, where we will see the largest growth in the future. But we see today a development where economic means are used to achieve political goals. Technical skills are seen as strategic assets that needs to be protected. And this growing protectionism limits access to innovation, to value change, markets, and critical materials. But there are also opportunities, not least the global green and digital transition. And we believe that Swedish companies that are already in the forefront when it comes to sustainability are in a very good position to make major contributions to achieving the goals in Agenda 2030 and in the Paris agreements. Digitalization and AI have already revolutionized the way we work and live and continue to offer fantastic opportunities, but they also increase our vulnerability. Research cooperation and openness is crucial to innovation and to competitiveness, but they can also be abused by foreign powers to harm us. Russia's full-scale invasion of Ukraine, other ongoing conflicts, and security-threatening activities by different actors are destabilizing the rules-based world order and constitute a real security threat to our country. So for the Swedish government, the consequences of these developments is that security aspects are becoming more important in all political areas. We must adapt to be able to navigate in this new environment and take measures to protect our economic security and our competitiveness. But these measures must be carefully considered. Resilience and competitiveness must be promoted at the same time. Resilience is to have well-functioning democratic institutions and a strong education system that offers the opportunity to lifelong learning, and an ecosystem for research and innovation that promotes excellence, as well as the best possible conditions for companies to be able to start up, to grow, and to prosper. We must be attractive to talents and to foreign investments. And not to forget, a healthy international trade must be promoted. This includes both exports and imports, since more expensive imports also make export more expensive. The Swedish government is decided to strengthen our country's competitiveness and innovative capacities, but also the European Union's. Sweden wants to deepen the cooperation within the European Union. We want to see a strong EU, and an EU that continues to be based on the values of equity and social inclusion with our citizens in focus. Thank you very much.